To pose or not to pose? That is the question that we are going to tackle with this series of videos and blog articles. The correct answer will always depend on your model, her level of experience and comfort, as well as the scenario of the shot and the skills required to pull it off. Certainly, it would be awesome if every girl who wants to model could pose as well as Erin from New Jersey, who we see in this video. The reality is that very few girls can. As you can see, Erin is not only very comfortable in front of the camera, she is very aware of her body, and she is a great actress. So where do we begin? Let's start with what not to do. Never tell a girl to just do something unless you really don't care about the shot. This is guaranteed to render a less than stellar result, as you have already put the girl on the spot and challenged her. A new model especially will need guidance and feedback. Be sure to remember that the model must be an actress. She has to embrace the character, personality, and emotion that the shot is meant to portray, and oftentimes, simply by doing that, by becoming the character, the pose will take care of itself. So let's start with the college co-ed. This is a shot that I will generally do with a girl who is aged 18 to 24 because in every media market in the United States, there are colleges that hire models for their advertising. So what you see here, I'm working with Rose from New Jersey, and I'm really playing the part of director. I'm communicating to her what I want her to do. I'm going to have her walk. I'm showing her where I want her to look. I've given her a spot so she focuses her eyes on that spot. What you're about to see take place is she's holding the books just like any girl would, but I'm going to flip them around. I want to see the cover of the book that has the word calculus largely printed on it so that it communicates the idea right away that this is a college student. So by taking the time and explaining to her what I'm looking for, she has a clear understanding of how the character is going to think and behave. She knows that I want a happy college student, one who is anxious to get to class and who enjoys being where she's at. Once I pick up the camera, I'm simply going to have her walk towards the camera, looking at her spot, thinking about the mood and the personality, and we're going to repeat this over and over, putting small variations in each time. As we get further into the process, I'm going to have her work on facial expressions and reactions. You know, the idea that somebody would have called her name and said, "Hey, Rose," and she's going to respond by saying, "Hey." Putting this kind of energy into the shot and coaching her is going to give a shot with life and energy, and it's not stiff and it's not posed. This next version that you're going to see is Amber from Maryland. In this case, I had Amber sit down in an open courtyard with some textbooks. This is going to be a close-up shot, little bit of a reaction, so I am going to do a little bit more posing. You'll see that she's not moving around a whole lot. What I'm doing is I'm giving her some direction as to the facial expressions, which she's working with, telling her the attitude and the mood that I want, and really just letting her work those facial expressions until I can catch a shot that is going to have energy and vibrance and really be engaging with its facial expression. Last but not least, we're going to take a quick look at Miranda from Connecticut. This is not a pose. I simply walked up to the wall and said, "Miranda, have a seat." And this is how she sat down. She's comfortable and she's relaxed. The only real change I'm going to make is I'm going to have her move her right hand so that I can see it on the page. You're going to see it lift up and she's going to turn the corner of the page. Other than that, what I've communicated to her is that I want a happy college student and I want her interacting with people that she sees in the courtyard. So on my command, she lifts her head and gives me the energy and the personality of a happy college student that's interacting with friends and people that she sees. By doing this, I get shots that have life, that are natural, that are not stiff and overly posed, and most importantly, they're engaging and sell the model's personality. That's it for the first installment of creating model shots with energy. I hope that you find these suggestions helpful. For even more detail, be sure to read the article "To Pose or Not to Pose" on my blog at www.joeedelman.com/blog. See you again soon.